If we are to achieve the herd immunity, then the vaccinations will have to be done 3 times faster. Adani Wilmar and Adani Airports are looking out to launch more IPOs in future. Walmart gives nod to Flipkart for getting its IPO in line, plus few major quarter four announcements by the Indian companies. These are a few interesting topics and few discussion we'll be having today. Hi there, my name is Hitesh and I welcome you all to Daily Market Updates by TradeBrains. If you are new to our channel, please comment, like and subscribe to our videos, and please don't forget to press the bell notification icon. So let's begin our discussion by understanding the biggest update for the day. So the finance minister, that is Nirmala Sitharaman, came up with a statement saying that if we want to achieve the herd immunity by September 30th, we need to vaccinate 700 million adults. That is 70 crore people in India will have to be vaccinated by September 30th if we want to achieve the herd immunity. Now let us get the few facts and figures right here. So out of the total population of India, about 63.1% population is adults, that is people above the age of 18 years. If you want to achieve herd immunity, it is important for us to vaccinate 80% of the population. So if you want to achieve herd immunity amongst the adults, then 80% of the total population, that is 63% of the population, will have to be vaccinated. And the number comes out to be 700 million people. That is 70 crore people needs to be vaccinated. So by that logic, there are about 120 days for the end of September, and we will have to vaccinate 9.3 million vaccinations on day-to-day basis to achieve the herd immunity. So that is how the logic works. Let's see, the goal is clear, the path is clear. How do we go about achieving that, and what are the rules, what are the plans which have been set forward by the center and the state governments to achieve this number? But one thing is for sure, India doesn't want third wave of COVID because it has a lot of impact both financially, and a lot of people lose their life and their family members. The next biggest update came from the Walmart and the Flipkart group. So the Walmart has given nod to Flipkart to go for its IPO. Now this actually shows a straight war between all the e-commerce giant. Amazon is in the investment mode. Paytm is going for the biggest IPO of India ever. Now Flipkart is also looking to go for the IPO. There have been no specific details provided for the same, but one thing is for sure, the money is being raised in the market, and we'll see lot and lot of investments coming in the Indian e-commerce segment. Adani Wilmar, which is into the business of food, is preparing to launch an IPO which will be valued at $1 billion in the year 2021. Specific dates for the same hasn't been given, but this looks like a major IPO, and Adani Wilmar aims to be one of the biggest food processing company in India by 2027. Looking at the way Adani has been growing and prospering, we won't be surprised if that target is achieved before the due deadline. But a lot of good things can be seen from Adani Wilmar. Do let us know if you're the holders of shares of Adani Group in any form, could be another Adani Power, Adani Ports, or any other Adani. We can discuss more about it and we can have a discussion on the same. And another good news from Adani. Now, Adani is looking to separate its business of airport and wants to launch an IPO specifically for the airport business of Adani. This is actually going to be an amazing opportunity to invest because, if you remember, in 2019, Adani Group got rights for managing 6 airports in India, which includes airports like the Ahmedabad, Jaipur, and Guwahati, and Mangalore also. These are some of the major airports in India, and they are under the control and purview of Adani Group. So this IPO will be one IPO to look out for. And if the IPO becomes successful, they are planning to give it a valuation of about 25 to 30,000 crores just for the Adani Group airport business. It remains to be seen the pricing of the IPO. When does the IPO come out? But there'll be a lot of buzz and excitement in the market about understanding this IPO. Tata Digital is again on a buying spree. Recently, they bought a stake in Big Basket. Now they have bought stake in 1MG. 1MG is actually a medicine delivery e-commerce platforms. So the whole idea of Tata Digital is to become a bigger player in the eco-space of the delivery business and e-commerce business. This looks like a good investment because 1MG has got a large customer base, and their product and service quality is also very good and appreciated. Now moving our discussion to the quarter four results which came out today. So Gas Authority of India came up with its own quarter four results. Although the numbers were not in line of expectations, but they were better than what the quarter three results were. I'll first start comparing the results from the previous year in the same quarter. In the fourth quarter financial year 20, they had a profit of 3,018.2 crores, which reduced considerably in this quarter to 1,908 crores. Now, there are many factors, the major factor being COVID. Because of the COVID, there have been lockdowns in the country, and the production and the consumption has reduced considerably. But even after that, the Gas Authority of India had a good quarter four results as compared to quarter three of the financial year 21. Although the share price at the start of the day tanked down 3% for the day, but eventually the share prices recovered and they ended the day in bit of green. So looks like the street is not so unhappy about the performance of Gas Authority of India. The revenue for this quarter was 15,499 crores and the EBITDA was 2,465 crores. The net margin was up to 16%, which is better than what it was in quarter 3, which was 12.4%. So it hasn't been overall a gloom picture for Gas Authority, and they have done reasonably well in this quarter. Even Bata announced their quarter 4 results, and their quarter 4 profit was 29 crores, which was 23% lower than the previous year same quarter. In the quarter 4 of financial year 20, they had a profit of 38.4 crores, which has reduced to 29.47 crores. The major reasoning behind this has been the reduction in the operating profit. The revenue from operation in this quarter was 589.90 crores, which was 620.57 crores in the fourth quarter of the previous year. So overall, the performance has been not so great for obvious reasons because they have been locked down, the shops have been shut, there has been no physical walk into the shops of the Bata. And let's see if the whole situation of pandemic is over, how does the performance of the Bata group comes out. Now moving our focus onto the important segment of the day, that is the number crunching part. So Sensex, Nifty and Bank Nifty all had a very good day. Although yesterday closed and looked like there could be bearish reversal or bearish momentum coming in the market, but there were few good statements coming from the finance ministers of India. Plus there have been few decent quarter four results announcements, and overall there was an options expiry. So what happens in the options expiry? The bears and bulls have tussles, and eventually it's a game of muscle power there also. The Bulls tried to defend the level of 15,550, which was an important crucial level. They managed to do so, and the market opened in green today and stayed above that level of 15,600. Eventually closed near the all-time high of 15,780. The exact number for Nifty today closing was 15,737.75. Bank Nifty also closed above the psychological level of 35,000, and even Sensex closed about an important level of 52,000. The top gainers for the day were Bajaj Finance, Bajaj Finserv, and SBI. And the top losers for the day were ITC, Bajaj Auto, and Eicher Motors. Now, what are the factors which actually contributed to the upward movements of the market? The first was a significant performance improvement by the banking stock, the finance stock, and IT stocks. If you can see our top gainers, the Bajaj Finserv was a part of it. So that is one of the major stocks in the Nifty. And if the major stocks in the Nifty start doing well, it actually lifts the whole sentiment of the market. Vaccine administration in the country. It looks like that the government of India is having a clear-cut plan as to how they want to about vaccination and at what timeline they should be having the number of vaccinations to achieve the herd immunity. We heard that the finance minister came with a statement that they by September end they want herd immunity to reach the country. So looks like the market has actually accepted the news and there has been positive movement in the market. And weekly options expiry. The level of 15,600 got defended by the market, and the level of 15,800 was also not breached on the upside. So overall, the range which we talked about yesterday, that 15,550 to 15,800, that remained the range of expiry, and the market expired in between the range. Now this is again the daily chart of Nifty. If you look at it, yesterday's candle was bearish, very bearish I would say, and looked like the market could be heading down towards for a bigger loss in the overall pricing. But to everyone's surprise, the market actually gapped up and it actually managed to stay the whole day above yesterday's close, which was a good news for the market and eventually closed near the all-time highs. It remains to be seen what or how the performance is tomorrow because the level of 15,800 is a very important level. If that level is breached early morning, we could be heading towards 16,000 in no time. But again, if we see market in a weak momentum, which means the market has tried and failed again near the highs, and we could be heading towards the lows. So these are the two important levels, that is 15,800 on the upside and 15,600 on the downside. So that is it from us in the daily market updates. If you have any more doubt, queries, put everything in the comment section. We'll be more than glad to answer it. I thank you for your patient hearing. I'll again see you tomorrow. Thank you so much.